One, two, 3.
When you got scattered thunderstorms, you can tell exactly where the rain is. It's pouring straight down right there in front of me. Get around these trees. It's nice and sunny everywhere else. Boom, rain. Kind of hard to drive straight when you're holding this camera. Okay, I got it hooked up back here. Got a little plow hooked up, but I'm gonna try to plow this little field of corn here. Some of it may be too tall, I don't know. I'm gonna try it anyway though. Let's see what I can get out of it. But some of these shorter rows, I know I'm gonna have to plow. See the kudzu's trying to come back up a little bit, so we'll fly it up and see what we can get. Oh, there are bugs flying there. I ain't never seen so many bugs in my life. Too bad. Does a pretty good job. Think so. Well, as you can see, the peas ain't doing too good. I hadn't had a chance to get down here and spray them. I don't know if they're getting choked out or if they're getting just eaten. Some of them, like right there, I think they've just been eaten down to the nub. Some of them right out there in the middle is all right, but most of it's gone to pot, I think. So I'm gonna plow around the rows and let it be what it be. That's the whole idea was to have some sort of summer crop down here for the deer to eat and everything. And I think they have been. I'll know better when I check the trail cam down here. I haven't had a chance to get down here in almost 3 weeks to check trail cam, so that's one of the things I'm gonna do this weekend. But I can see exactly what's being eaten, what ain't being eaten, blah blah blah. So yeah, well, I have to look at that and see. You know what? I got it done. I got it all done. I think the heat got it. Where did I see that row at? Yeah. See all that right there? That's the peas right there that died. Yeah, right here. See all them? Those are peas. Of course, they flourished in other places like right there, so I don't know. I know I should have sprayed it before, but I planted this stuff either 1 week or 2 weeks before I planted that corn up there. And it went through a dry spell. I mean, a bad heat wave come through there for a couple of 3 weeks. I don't know if that might have got it, but I got it plowed up. Some of that stuff right in there is coming up. But I got it plowed up, or plowed, and we'll just have to keep an eye on it and see. Like I said, I didn't plant it down here to pick and eat. I planted it down here so the deer would have something to eat during the summer months. So we'll see how they, like I said, I'll check that camera. Camera's right there on that tree right in the middle of that little small tree. So I'll check that camera and see if they've been out here grazing any. I got the corn put in the pea field here. Got the corn there, got the camera changed, so we'll look on that camera and see if there's any grazing going on out here. Okay, so I'm back over here at the pine thicket. Coons finally found out there was some food over here. I guarantee you that's what that's in. Raccoons. Because every peanut is out of there. Deer mess with it, get some out, but they ain't gonna get a ton of it out. Of course, all the corn's gone. Like I said, it's been at least 2 weeks, if not 3 weeks, since I've been over here. There's the camera. So we're gonna stock it back up again and change it out. Okay. If you've been watching the channel, you know that I like to experiment a little bit. So this is what I'm experimenting with. This is an old tree that I had cut down. It's been a few years ago, and I just had it sitting up there where I had close to where I had the corn. So I've done a little research and everything, and if it's on the internet, it's got to be true. I mean, they wouldn't put anything false on the internet. But all the research that I have done says that this Imperial Whitetail 30-06 mineral vitamin supplement is the best stuff. It's got a lot of calcium in it, from 15 to 18%. So that's good for antler growth and stuff like that for deer. So what I've seen in several different places, I've seen people putting it on the ground, I've seen people putting it in a bucket or something like that. I tried it last year, but I just put the supplement on there. I didn't put any salt or any kind of attractant on there. I've seen the videos. There's one video where a guy puts it on an old tree stump, and he takes half of it and puts it up on the tree stump, then the other half around the tree stump. And what he saw, and he's got the video evidence to prove it, is that the bucks will come and lick the tree stump. Of course, I ain't got a tree stump. I just got a piece of tree log here, a tree trunk that I cut down. And the does and the fawns and everything other than a buck will come and lick on the ground around it. So what I'm going to do right now is just put something up here, put some up here on the log itself. Like I said, I did this last year. I made a little platform, and I just put the supplement on there. And they really didn't mess with it very much. They did, but just not as much as you'd think it would be. So this year, I cleaned off the top of this log, and I'm gonna put some minerals, some attractant out here, which is Kool-Aid stuff, Kool-Aid powder, and some salt up here. And I'm kind of interested to see, how it does, because this site's a year-round site. It's usually been pretty good week in and week out. It's consistent. It ain't gonna blow your mind away with a lot of action there, but I've seen just about everything there is to see here, from house cats to deer. So all kinds of stuff. Bobcats, coons, dogs, coyotes, turkeys. I think on one of my videos last week or week before last, I can't remember, I had a trail cam video out with a ton of turkeys. I caught like 12 to 15 turkeys right here at this site. So it's pretty consistent. It's a consistent site. So I picked one that I know I'm going to keep year round. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add the salt, the attractant, and the minerals, and kind of see what happens here. Okay, I got it sitting out on that log. I didn't have to use all of it. I think I have to kind of use it as it goes along. I think what the whole idea is for it to rain a little bit and soak into that log and become like a mineral block within itself. But we'll see how this does. I got the peanuts and the corn spread out here. Change the card, all the usual stuff. But I'm kind of interested to see if anything's been gonna come up and mess with that. I know a coon, it's gonna be a playground for a raccoon, I know that, but maybe the deer can come up here and get a little bit of minerals and some vitamins